But when it comes to on-screen romance, now, Diane Keaton, I think you like the on-screen romance, don't you?
It's the best. I mean, quite frankly, it doesn't get better than on-screen romance. Because, frankly, you know, think of all the men that you get to kiss and you don't pay the price. You know, like, in other words, you don't actually have to have a... You know, the relationship is perfect because you're telling the story, you're in the midst of the story. So, yeah, I've enjoyed it. I enjoy it. And, you know, I also like the audience, and if there's some men out there, you know, that I can kiss, just because it's a friendly gesture. There's nothing wrong with that. First of all, it's just the greatest. I mean, there's nothing better than kissing a man in a movie. And people say that's difficult, but they're wrong. They're dead wrong.
It depends on the man.
Like, look at you and me kiss now.
Okay.
Oh, no.
No, this is exciting. This is like... I cannot tell you, this is so exciting for me. This is so exciting for me.
First of all, I hit them. Because if you don't hit them, look, he needs punishment.
Okay.
I take the punishment.
Okay.
I'm gonna go like this, you big idiot.
Mwah.
You big idiot.
Mwah. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's made my life. That has made my life.
Now I'm gonna kiss Kevin.
Okay, you can
I kiss Kevin?
If Kevin's
Poor
willing...
Kevin. Are you ready, Kevin?
I'm not willing.
But then I'm gonna kiss you. Oh, Kevin.
Oh, see, that was so good. That was so good. Go on.
I'm gonna kiss Jessica, too.
Yeah, you have to.
Even though, you know, she's not there. Look at that girl. First of all, the nose is great, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna touch that sweet nose, right? And then we're gonna give a big kiss like she's my dear daughter, you little baby. You've been bad. You've been a bad daughter.
Oh, my God, what is happening?
I don't know about you, but you better be better.
Fabulous.
I feel better.
Oh, it's good.
It was okay. I mean, you know, I could try out on the audience, though. It'd be much better.
What a long show that turned into.
Can I just say, bucket list.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was amazing. That was amazing. But now, are you familiar with your fellow guests?
Of course he isn't. Look, he's just got a clue who I am. But God bless you, I don't mind.
I was briefed.
Oh, OK. There will be a lady in green. Her name is Celia. She's an actress. So, Second Best Exotic Marigold Hotel is the film that Celia's in now. But did you see her in Calendar Girls?
I didn't see Calendar.
Oh, OK. You missed a lot. Yes, I think we've got a picture of Calendar Girls. Hello. Yeah. That's the Helen Mirren line about...
Considerably bigger buns, yes.
Yes. And now people say that to you.
Well, I was in Skegness once having a moment of, you know, calm out on the end of a pier, and I suddenly heard this young girl shout out to her mother, "Oh, look, it's bigger buns!" It was embarrassing. Except that 2 weeks later, I was in Paris walking along the Champs-Élysées.
Hello.
Hello, and a very handsome man, not as handsome as you, or you.
That was very nearly an awkward moment, but carry on, yeah.
What? It still is an awkward moment?
Stop!
Hello? I'm not dead over here.
It was too difficult to get a friend.
You're supposed to be an actress. Pretend.
I'm sorry. I do. I adore you. But anyway, I'll have to go back now.
Oh, yes, you're on Champs-Élysées.
I was at Champs-Élysées walking along, and along comes this rather good-looking man with a bit of a twinkle in his eye, and he stops and looks me right in the chest and says, "Ah, la grande gâteau," which was a much better idea.
Yes, you like that. Because, Sean, it's the thing about being a very recognisable person. Do you get people shouting things at you in the street?
Not about my breasts.
That's good.
I haven't had that. Yeah, the language is not maybe appropriate for the show, but that I hear a lot when they shout.
Oh, OK.
Yeah, because it tends to be that people are either civil with me, which means they say nothing, or they have something not kind to say. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I like it.
Now you're feeding it. Now people watching this going, no, he really likes it. Be rude to him.
It couldn't be any more than there is. So I got used to it.
And here's the thing. I know in the films you are acting. I'm aware of that. And yet in life, this is pathetic, really, but I'm still quite intimidated by you. Is it just me? No, it's you too. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. You're smiling. It's nice to see you smiling. I wasn't particularly sure you could, but it's nice to see. It's nice to see. But now, here's the thing. So, both your kids, they're grown up now, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But when your daughter was starting to date, were you a relaxed father? Can you imagine ding dong and the door opened and it's Sean Penn? Were you nice to the suitors?
Well, when my daughter waited till about, I guess she was 16 when the first one came to the door. So that was 16 years of waiting for that moment. I'd been fairly permissive with her. She had a lot to trust, you know, going out with friends and so on. But this was not her night. This was my night. And so he came to the door. She was ready. Then I had to explain to her before I would answer the door that she was not ready. And then she needed to go upstairs. And she tried to, you know, left that off. And I said, no, her name's Dylan. I said, Dylan, I will not let you go out with him if I don't get this moment. So, you know, to which she said, oh, my God, Dad, and went upstairs with a red face. And so then I went to the door, and I opened it quickly. Mr. Penn. And I said, no, call me Sean. That's your car? Yeah, nice. You're not going to drive drunk with my daughter, are you? No, sir. No, call me Sean. Oh, yeah, yes, sir, Sean. And he says, no, I won't drive with... Good. Listen, I'd prefer you get her back early. But I want you guys to have a good time and all. But the main thing, whatever time you do get her home, whatever you do with her while you're out, I'm going to do with you when you get her home.
Were they home quite early?
Well, the thing was, he laughed in what I thought was a nervous laughter with me, but it was laughing at me. He was 3-time mixed martial arts champion of his age category in California, so he thought the whole threat was pretty humorous.
Did you go to America in order to break into film and television?
No, not at all. I went there because I had got to know people at UCLA, English teachers, professors of English, and so forth. And I became a regular invitee of giving lectures about Shakespeare or acting, or acting Shakespeare. And it was something that I enjoyed very much. And one night I got a call from my Hollywood agent, with whom I'd never spoken before, never met him. And he said, all right, Patrick, I got 2 questions for you. What were you doing at UCLA last night? And why does Gene Roddenberry want to see you in an hour?
Wow.
Well, Gene was the original producer of the first Star Trek series, the 3 years of Leonard and William and Bill. Yeah. Well, I went for the interview and at Gene's house. And after about 7 minutes, I wasn't even asked to sit down by Gene. After 6 or 7 minutes, he said, well, Patrick, thank you very much. Good to meet you. That'll be all. And I was sort of kicked out. And apparently after I'd gone, and I learned this many, many weeks later, when I got the job, was that he said, as soon as the door closed, who the hell thought of bringing that man here? He's not right for Star Trek, he's not right for Picard, he's got no hair, for one thing. So, you know, it was a bit of a battle, and Gene never got used to me being in his show. He would sit on a director's chair when we were filming, and I'd see him looking at me and going, Not encouraging.
But some people really wanted you for the part, so they thought that Gene might like you better if you weren't bald. Is that right?
Yes. I was to do my final audition. I did audition 4 times. And this one would be for the Paramount Pictures organisation, the executives on whose lot we were going to be shooting. And my agent called and said, Patrick, they've called us and they want to know if you've got a wig or a hairpiece or anything you can wear. And I said, yeah? But why? Well, they'd like to see you. So I said, but it's in London. So they had it flown. Really? Oh. Those were the days, eh? You know, when you could say, fly my wig.
What kind of wig was it? I'm intrigued. What colour?
Well, it was my own hair, so it had to be changed quite a lot. It had to be my own hair colour. And
a little pussycat wig? We've got a picture of you. This is how Captain Luke Picard might have been. Here he is.
Oh. That's a hairpiece.
It's a really good one.
Oh,
very good.
Yeah.
So when I did that final audition, I took my hairpiece with me. In fact, they had got a hairdresser to put it on for me, which she did, and did it very nicely. And then I did the interview, and the executives were very nice, and I went back in, and my hairdresser said, oh, I think they liked you. I really think they liked you. Come on, let me take that off. So she started taking it off, and there was a knock at the door, and it was all the Paramount people that had been watching my audition. Ooh. And they came in, and they said, well, yes, thank you for coming, and so all that rubbish, you know. And then they left, and my makeup artist said, you've got it. They wanted to see you without the wig. That's why they came in here. I know it without doubt. And it proved to be true, and the rest is sort of...
It is history. It's television history. You've been on a few times, Julie.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh, here, you mean?
Yes, here, yes.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've ever mentioned educating Rita.
Oh, wow.
And, well, yes, yeah.
How many years ago? 36, 37 years ago.
Is it really? Wow.
Yeah.
Because you originated Educating Rita on stage.
Yes.
And it was a big success.
Yeah.
But then the movie, you weren't supposed to do that, or that wasn't going to happen.
No, it wasn't. No. Well, somebody came to... Well, Lewis Gilbert, who directed the film eventually, came to see the play and then rang me and said that he wanted to make the film, but he didn't think he wanted to use me, but he wasn't sure that he'd be able to. But he was going to go off to it because nobody knew who I was, and they would need a star to get the money and all of this. And he was going to America to try and raise some money. But when he went to America, they wanted Dolly Parton. I'm sorry. Yes, exactly. In a very different film. Yes, two reasons why I couldn't compete. Is
that really true, Julie?
Yes, true. Paul Newman and Dolly Parton they wanted. Well, it would have been fabulous, but it was a Liverpool, you know. Anyway, Lewis was wonderful, and he just said, no, we're not going to go down that road. No, and he came back. And then he rang me up and he said, we've got Michael, so we can have you. We've got a star. We can have you. You can play this.
Amazing.
And you didn't get the Oscar, but you did get a BAFTA, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
You were very excited to win the BAFTA.
Stop it. Stop. I know what you're going to go on about. I had had a drop taken that night. That's all. And so I didn't expect to win. And in those days, the BAFTA Awards, this is a very long time before you people, we used to have dinner before... How much of a mistake is that?
That's a disastrous.
That's
a big old no-no, especially in England.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people were absolutely plastic. Well, not everybody. I was. It was the first one I'd been to, and they just filled your glass. I was terribly nervous anyway, in case I might have to go up, you know, so you know, and all of this. And then it was deadly when I went. I thought I was being really funny, and I obviously wasn't. Really pissed.
Well, no, I don't know, Julie, because we have a picture of that night.
No, you haven't.
And you really can't tell. I don't think you can tell.
Stop it! Oh, my God! Oh, I've never seen that before. Stop, take it off the screen. I've never seen it.
Take it away, take it away, take it away.
I ended up under the table with a very famous actor, and I can't remember who it was. We were putting, like only actors can, we were putting the whole world to rights. Well, I don't know why she won. I don't know why he won. It was all that sort of thing. And I missed meeting Princess Anne. She's never spoken to me since.
Because Kate Winslet, when you talk about your Oscar, I really like it because you were just so, no false modesty, you wanted to win it, you loved winning it, it was just a brilliant thing.
I'm still thrilled even now, and it was about 7 years ago. Oh, no, it's the most extraordinary moment. I mean, I had...
Because you've been nominated a bunch of times.
Well, you see, the thing is, you get really good at losing when you get nominated more than a couple of times. And
Weren't you nominated twice that same year or something? No.
I had...
2 categories.
Don't make me say it.
Sorry. Well, I said it for you.
So you were up in 2 categories that year?
I was... What had happened was I had 2 films come out at the same time, which is not uncommon, actually. But it just so happened that both of those films were getting this type of attention. And I went to the Golden Globes that year, and I had been nominated in 2 different categories and won them both, which was quite fabulous, actually. Sorry, everybody else, but it was fantastic.
It does look greedy.
Oh, I mean, no, it's ever so...
showing off.
I am completely showing off, 100%.
Right, I see.
And then when I did win, it was a really fantastic moment. I've got to say, it was, you know, a personal fist pumping moment, the biggest one of my whole life.
But you're really generous with the Oscar, aren't you?
Well, one tries. You know, everyone... The thing is, first of all, it's very heavy. I just need to say that. It weighs about 6 or 7 pounds. It's really surprisingly heavy. So... And everyone wants to have a hold, of course, and wants to stand up and go, oh, I'd like to thank my primary school teachers and my mum and dad. And so the best place, really, for Oscar is actually the loo, because then when everyone goes in for a wee or a poo, they can really take their time in front of the mirror with Oscar. And you can always tell, because they flush, and then there's about another 5 minutes. You're playing with Oscar. And they come out, how was Oscar? And they go, oh, my God, he's so heavy. But yeah, it's a lot of fun watching
It's the
people's
time
faces.
test. Too long for pee, too short for poo.
That's
you
it.
know they're in there with the Oscar.
Warren, so many things have been written about you. So many facts, interesting facts that we don't examine have been thrown out. So I know you don't like talking about this. You don't like... So I'm just going to read them out, and we'll just try and read your expression to see if you're confirming or denying them.
It's a fun game.
It's sort of a psychic Sal. I mean, if you want... No, feel free.
Feel free.
If you want to confirm or deny them. OK.
Yeah.
OK, here we go. You used to wash your hair every day with a 6-pack of beer. Any truth? Oh, he's denying that. OK.
That was my one. Yeah, I did that all the time.
Like, you only need... No one has that much hair. Like, 1 can do you? A 6-pack seems excessive. You and Jack Nicholson had your own secret passageway into the Playboy Mansion.
No.
Is that true?
Well, I think the story was printed that there was a tunnel going from Jack's house, which is near my house, all the way over to Hefner's house, which would probably have cost in the neighborhood of $1 billion. So, no, that is not true.
OK.
Was it worth it?
You've lost the Oscar you won for Best Director for Reds.
That is a lie.
OK, you know where it is. Yeah. I'm not asking, I just want to know. OK. You photoshopped the Heaven Can Wait poster to make your crotch look larger. Just asking, just asking.
Did you mean the crotch? You mean the crotch?
That bit.
Well, that's... you mean the hips and the... What are you talking about?
I would say that area. Sort of in between that hip and that hip, below your belly button and before the space between your legs.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. I like how specific you were.
Well, I think you're speaking about what is in the crotch.
Oh, no. I don't know. Did you do that?
No.
You never touched your crotch. I never touched it.
I never touched the crotch.
Oh, no, this is the famous one. Yeah. So, Carly Simon wrote the song You're So Vain about you.
How would I know?
Well, didn't she, as she said?
I don't know.
No, okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. And then the famous one that's been is that I don't know who did this. Like, I like that someone studied maths and this is what they use their mathematics degree for, that they calculated that you've bedded 13,000 women.
That was
he's just leaving that one.
That was a very busy month. You would have to live a long time to be able to do that, and there's...
Well, hello!
And nobody twice, and quite a number of people every day, but these numbers, the answer to your question is no.
Okay. I like that you've thought it through. Is that possible?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Okay.
I've been around for so long, and I've had so many things invented about me that I sort of think sympathetically about how much stuff have you had that has been in... I can only imagine.
Because Miranda, you had a weird one.
Yeah, it was sort of so un-show-busy and kind of strange. It was that Heather Small had given me a dog, a Scotty dog called Gary.
Not true?
Not true. Gary played my love interest in a sitcom that I wrote, and so it was just like I rather wanted more sort of glamorous, weird.
You are 25 to 1 to be the next Doctor Who.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go.
Peter.
Move away. I didn't know that.
Doctor Who.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, I went very high with no.
Yes, I will do it.
Yes. Do you think I'd morph into?
Have you done the morph yet?
Is this a double bluff?
I've done my death, if you like.
But does the other person have to be there?
Not necessarily.
The Doctor Who, so he's had to finish being Doctor Who, and then he finishes, but Doctor Who lives on, so there's a new
actor comes and plays the part, you see.
Or actress.
Or actress.
Or, yes. Or highly trained dog. We don't know. We just don't know. The other obvious connection is Kenneth. Of course, you acted and directed with Bob in Frankenstein.
Yeah.
How long? That's a while ago now.
Yeah, 20 years ago. Yeah.
No, is that 20 years ago?
20 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, long time.
Wow. And do you direct, Bob, or do you just kind of like? Whatever you fancy.
It was interesting. Well, no, you don't really. It was a kind of a conversation, wasn't it? It was a collaboration. It did extend a long way through prep. I've never seen anybody, well, apart from this one, be so detailed in terms of the preparation. But seriously, in a good way. I mean, just people, they do take their work kind of seriously. Do you remember there was, because the character of the creature was assembled from lots of other human body parts, you decided, I think, that he would have one leg shorter than the other, and so the process of finding footwear that would allow you to walk in a sort of limping kind of fashion. I remember spending a whole day with you. You were walking up and down on a sort of catwalk, and we were experimenting with, like, one baseball boot, one roller skate, to have different kind of height. So then you started to do that kind of thing. And then there was, like, that kind of bouncy thing that you can have.
That people have, that's sort of I see it from time to time in Central Park.
So we went through, and there were so many various, and then it was like, for scene 1, I'll have the size 8 on the baseball boot, I'll have size 10 on the thing, but with the block, and by the end of the day, there was a grid on the wall with just the different shoe sizes and types of shoes to just map out how you might walk for the whole of the movie. The costume department will kind of boss out by the end of the day. But it was an example of just, you know, that's a bit of a detail that maybe nobody notices, but you have to get to it somehow. And in this case, it was a day of incredible footwear choices.
And you're not just directing; you're also in it. And is it true that the first scene you acted in together was the famous birth scene?
Well, it was where the two characters came together, if you'll pardon the expression, and it was inside a 1-ton vat of KY jelly. It was, wasn't it? It was.
Now we can't forgive the expression.
Yeah, exactly. Very funny. But it was replicating amniotic fluid as if he was birthed, and so we had to. That's where the body finally emerges, and where we find a way to get to know each other, and so we got together over a whole lot of lube.
Well, let's remind ourselves. Let's remind ourselves of the scene. Here it is. You're in some sort of... Yeah, round of applause for that. You're in some sort of suit.
Yes, yeah, a sort of a whole suit that took a lot of time to get into.
Do you know what your call was? That it was
Yeah.
2 a.m. the previous night, because it was completely sewn in, everything and everywhere. All openings were attended to, and well, they were.
If you'll pardon the expression.
And they were sewn or stuck by a group of highly trained operatives who were prepared to go into those places, and they did. You were very patient with that, weren't you?
Yeah, no.
But then your hands must have ended up in some of those places, slipping
Well,
inside.
it does get everywhere when you do that. You've probably found it yourself when in that kind of situation.
Yes. No, but it's weird you talk about it like that, because it hasn't really struck me that it is quite...
It's homoerotic.
Yes, it is a little. Yeah. Let's just watch it again with that in mind.
How we should have done it.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if any of you... Have any of you been arrested? Oh, you have?
Oh,
Briefly.
I knew
Briefly, sister. not for the same noble reasons that you were.
But I've never seen your mugshot. Is there a mugshot of you somewhere?
Nah, the lads didn't have film in the camera back in the day. Nah, I spent one night in the clanger and that was it. It was
right.
a drunken issue.
Because I love your mugshot. I mean, you use this mug. I mean, you sell it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You sell the picture on... You do mug
T-shirts, mugs, mugshot.
Yes.
So amazing. I mean, it's like an actor's headshot.
Yeah, that's a clever mugshot.
What I like is the fist bump is also because...
Well, see, I'm double-jointed, so they put the handcuffs on, but I can slip right out.
With no handcuffs. And why were you arrested?
Oh, God. Oh, because Nixon had it out for me, and... they had me I was flying in from Canada, and they had me stopped at the airport. The arresting officer told me, with orders from the White House. And in those days, I used to take a lot of vitamin pills, and they were all in little plastic envelopes marked BLD, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they said I was smuggling drugs. It took a month for them to, to find out that they were vitamins. But I was told it was Nixon.
Wow. And just one last story before we end. Jane Fonda, clearly a formidable woman, a businesswoman, actress, activist. Tell us the story about babysitting your grandson in a cabin.
Oh, the bear?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And I wasn't even married to him. He came into my room. I was my
proper bear.
My proper bear. My grandson was in a crib in the corner. It was a cabin. It was a tiny cabin, and a bear came through the screen door, and walked right towards the crib, and I knew what to do. What you do when a bear comes into your room is you open whatever you have on and you roar. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Roar!
I'm running.
The bear urinated on my antique rug, and then turned around and walked to where the hole in the screen door was and sat down, and I pushed it through the door. It felt so... I'd never touched a bear before. And slammed... Anyway, that's my bear story.
Well, what an amazing grandmother.
I have other bear stories, but that's the best one.
Oh, OK.
Yes.
we'll leave it there. Jane Fonda, everybody. Such a pleasure. Such a pleasure. Now, Judy, is it true, and I've never asked you this before, the story about you and Ian McKellen in Buckingham Palace?
It is true. It is true. A big party for Shakespeare's, one of his birthdays.
A big one, probably. Yeah.
Yes, and we will I remember this story? Yes, I hope so.
I can't really help you with this one. I just know something happened.
Yes.
Make it up. Make it up.
I think that I can't remember what we were doing, but I remember there was a what were we doing, the two of us? Slipped into a room beside the room where we were to change and things, and we were feeling around in the dark like that. And
what were you doing?
I don't know. What were we doing? Well, he's away in America, so you can't ask him.
Yeah, playing sardines. I don't know.
Yes, I don't know. But anyway, he suddenly felt something like this, and he said, "Good grief," he said. "Good grief, this is a very, very high chair," he said. "This is just..." And he looked at the back. And there was a great big back, and I think we were sitting on a throne. What we were doing there, I can't remember.
I think the security in Buckingham Palace must be terrible. Everyone who has been there has a story about, and then we snuck into another room, and then I stole some plates, and then... And in the show, obviously you'll be, you know, as you said, you'll be talking about Shakespeare and doing scenes and things.
Yes.
But you'll be also telling stories about your life and people you worked with. Yeah. There's a story... Actually, Dame Judi Dench tried...
Don't ask me to tell another Maggie Smith story.
No.
Every time I see her, she says, "You've not been doing me again."
Now you've done her again.
I know.
Oh, dear.
No, I was going to say, Judi Dench tried to tell a story about you and her at Buckingham Palace. Mm. Do you remember this story?
In the throne room?
Yes.
Yeah. It was a very posh occasion.
I can imagine.
Every occasion at Buckingham Palace is posh, I suppose. I was sitting next to the Queen's late sister, Vanessa Kirby, Princess Margaret. So the banquet was over and you were free to go around and there was a sound of music playing. You know, perhaps there was a dance going along. And so Judy and I went along the corridor and into what we both felt was a vaguely familiar room. There was a little band playing. And we had a little twirl around the room and nobody else there. I said, "I think this is the throne room." You know, where you got made a dame and I got made a knight, and, you know, the two thrones for the Queen and her consort. I said, "But where are they?" She said, "I don't know, let's have a look." So we went on dancing round the corner and found ourselves behind the band, and there, behind this sort of partition, was the thrones.
Oh, wow.
So we sat on them. It brings out the worst in you, Buckingham Palace. I was doing an event there, a sort of part of a concert, and I was given a dressing room, which was a guest room at the front of Buckingham Palace. And you looked out of the window, you were right next to the balcony.
Yeah.
I thought, well, I could just go out there and have a fag. So and there I am, looking down the Mall. And suddenly there's a minor searchlight on me, and below there's a policeman saying, "Sir Ian, don't forget you're in Buckingham Palace." Well, about 6 months later, I'm going along to get a medal on this occasion. And as we came through the gates, there was the same policeman. He said, "Oh, not you two again."
Denzel, you're always in great shape, but in this movie, I couldn't help but notice, slightly, he's gone to seed, a horrible thing to say? But,
I put on a...
It was intentional! I'm not just going to insult the man. He was acting. Yeah, you tried.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're one of the first scenes in the movie, I'm with this young lady, and we're naked, and
you're selling more and more tickets as a very good.
So I let it all hang out, we'll say. You know, he just he's not working out. He's
But are you one of those people? Are you one of those annoying people who finds it hard to put on weight?
No. No, I can put on weight real easy. In fact, for the movie, basically what I did was I would eat at midnight. You know, have a big meal at midnight.
Oh, delicious.
Oh, delicious. I loved it.
Oh, going to bed full. There's nothing better.
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm Irish, because of the famine. I always think I'm afraid I might starve to death in the middle of the night.
Get a few carbs in.
Yeah.
At midnight.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Because I read a story about when Tom Hanks had to lose all the weight in Philadelphia.
Right.
You were quite mean to him, weren't you?
Yeah. It was extreme. I mean, he was eating only like 800 calories a day, and he went way down. So we would do. He was really, really skinny in the scenes in the courtroom. So I would like leave candy bars, and you know, I would like sneeze and 500 almond joys, or you know, candy bars. I was like having pizzas delivered to him. Yeah, he thanked me when he won the Oscar.
I thought I knew a lot about Dame Joan Collins, but I was not aware of your dancing skills.
My dancing skills?
Well, you share a skill with Leighton. You were on an Italian television programme.
Oh.
Tell us what you did on the Italian television show.
I went on this programme in Italy with Bill Wyman, a very old friend, and we're sitting backstage talking to Lionel Richie, as you do. And Bill said, you know, we're going to have to do something on the show that we've never done before on TV. I said, you're joking. He said, yeah, what are you going to do? I said, I can't think. I said, well, how about this? So I had this big, wide skirt on, and I started to do a split, but I couldn't quite make it. So I said, if I go down there totally, you think they'll like that? And he said, I think they will. So I get on the stage with this Italian guy, and he says, now, Joan, what do you do? Now, you know, what are you doing? What film are you doing? And sorry, I shouldn't do that.
It was very good.
Cut that out. Cut that bit out.
Sophia Loren is furious.
Anyway, I go on the show with this Italian, very nice man who was saying, so, Joan... what are you going to do that you've never done before on television? So I said, well, my grandmother taught me this, so I'll do it. So I lifted up my skirt, and I went and did a complete split. And everybody went crazy and laughed and laughed and laughed, and it was fantastic. The only problem was I couldn't get up. And my thighs were burning for days. Do your thighs burn for days?
I feel you, Pearl.
Yeah,
I
must stop you for a minute. I must stop you for a minute, because in case anyone doesn't believe that happened, we've got the picture of you doing the splits. There is Joan.
Oh, yes.
And in heels.
Yes,
in heels.
What an idiot.
Wonderful.
Very impressive. So you started off-Broadway.
Yes.
When was this? We've got a picture of you in an off-Broadway show. I think, are you playing a schoolgirl?
Yes, I'm playing Lydia, the captain's daughter, who kept a hedgehog in her vagina and fed it at the table. It was a comedy.
Time for Lolly 3, I think.
How did you get into character?
One of my great parts.
Wow. I mean, immediately you want to know, what does it eat? But, lettuce, OK.
What drew you to the script?
Well, it's very funny. I have a great story about it, but it will take too long.
We've got time.
This was Titanic.
Titanic, yes.
And it said on the... You look like you're on a boat.
Yes, and the boat kept sinking, but it turned out to be a special effects record. And I had an actor's studio teacher come who didn't really have a sense of humor. He came and saw the show, and he said later, you know, and the show was a hit. He said, you know, I didn't really feel that you had a hedgehog in your vagina. And he said, have you really done any work on that? And I went, no, you know, I haven't done any work on that. So the next night, I thought about it all day, and the next night, when I throw my leg up on the table and start feeding it lettuce, which used to bring down the house because it was just like casual, suddenly I tried to feel the hedgehog moving down, and it was silent in the audience. Silent, so silent. And finally I got off stage, and Chris Durang was playing a dead body, and he said, what happened? I explained what happened with the actor's studio teacher. He went, that doesn't sound like a good idea. So the next night I went back to enjoying the hedgehog.
Yeah. No one wants to believe it's in there.
Yeah. They're cute.
So what's extraordinary, you know, I was reading about you before you come on the show, and you're in this play off-Broadway, and you've got a tiny part in Annie Hall. I'm thinking, I wonder what happens next. Next is Ripley in Alien. I mean, it was like bang, straight in there. Did you, presumably you knew, oh, this is it, off to the races?
No, we didn't know that because it was actually a small, seemingly off-Broadway movie. It cost $14 million. It was Ridley Scott's second film. And, you know, it just felt like a great ensemble story. And I think it took off and has, you know, has lasted all these years because, you know, Ridley has done such a wonderful job, and it was a wonderful movie.
I mean, Julie, the movie that I guess changed your life, Pretty Woman.
Absolutely.
We're all Americans now. But what I didn't understand was that movie, when you signed up, was a much darker project.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I auditioned for this movie that was called 3,000, which was the amount of money that he paid her for their time together. And she was a drug addict, and it was not a healthy relationship. And the movie ended by him pulling down this side street in Los Angeles, and they have a fight, and he just says, "Get out," and he kind of throws her out of the car, throws the money on her, and drives away. The end. And so I got that part in that movie and felt really proud. And then the company that was making it folded, and the movie disappeared, and I was crushed. And the next thing I knew, they said, "Oh, Disney picked up this film." To which one says, "Oh, naturally." Right. And Gary Marshall's going to direct it. I was like, "Oh, of course. This makes perfect sense to me." And so I went in to meet Gary, and he told me all the ways he was going to change this and make it funny.
And am I right that they were still kind of writing it as you were filming?
Yes, we would maybe break for lunch at 10:15 in the morning because we were out of pages. We would just kind of make it up.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Gary would do things like this. You can attest to this.
Yes, yes.
Be funny, action.
Yeah. Try to make it like lively with some humor. Say a thing that will make her laugh.
Yeah.
And then you say a thing that will make him laugh. Do something.
Yeah. And somebody get me some tuna.
Yeah, I need tuna now.
And is it true, Julia, that you go to see your own films in movie theaters?
Not really. That sounds like I'm very interested in myself.
But you have been to the movies.
I have. Yes, I have. I have seen myself in movies.
Was it Mystic?
Very good.
Was it Mystic Pizza? Yeah, you are very good. Yeah. No one's going to disagree. You've got prizes. But did you go to see Mystic Pizza, or is Mystic Pizza out and you went to see a movie?
So when Mystic Pizza came out, Mystic Pizza, which was, look at us. Look at us.
Oh.
Look at the cheeks on me. That is a sign of youth. I went home to Smyrna, Georgia, where I'm from, to visit my mom, and we went to the movies at a movie theater that was across from the yogurt shop where I used to work at the mall. And we went to the movies, and after the movie, we went to the bathroom, as one does, and I hear this voice say, "Hey, girl in stall number 1, were you in Mystic Pizza?" And I said, "Yeah." "Will you sign this and this piece of paper and a pen?" And I said, I can't do that right now.
Well, did you sign "Much Love, Girl in Stall"?
Kate, before we actually get on to why you're here, I've got to ask you about when you were a student, when you were a drama student. You had this is a bizarre story. You had a house that was quite inexpensive to rent in Sydney. Is this true?
Yes, like most acting students.
But
yes.
wasn't it bizarrely cheap to rent?
Oh, no. I stayed in a house in a suburb called Zetland, which was right underneath a smokestack, and I think everyone had asthma. and I think the smokestack's no longer there. But no, someone was murdered in my room, but I discovered in a really awful... It was horrible.
When you were there?
Yeah, no, someone handed me a DVD of Australia. There's a show called Australia's Most Wanted. Do you have Britain's Most Wanted?
Crime Watch.
Yes,
Yeah.
same. And,
Well, Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah. And the room in which I was staying, which was at the time was only $60 a week, which is incredibly cheap. I was watching it in my bed, and I watched a man climb in through my window and strangle a woman in my bed. Oh. And there was a woman murdered. And so for years, I would thought, well, this is my chance to sort of meet a ghost. There's been, you know, such a traumatic thing going on here. And then I didn't encounter anything until the day that I left. The house was finally disbanding, and I shut the door, and I heard, Kate. And I did send.
There was no one in there?
There was no one in there. Oh, well, I was there. No,
yeah, but there was no one saying...
I wasn't saying it to myself.
No, but there was no one else in there.
No, it was really ooga booga. Oh, wow. But she was murdered in my bed. And
have they changed the bed?
Well, yes.
I guess for $60 a week, you can't
Even
complain.
if the drama's you did change my own linen.
Meryl, I've heard you speaking about how you are now sort of aware of the effect you have on a cast.
Oh, yeah. I heard you say you were terrified. You weren't really terrified, because the first day I worked with you, I forgot my lines.
I loved that. The highlight of my year. Well, here's an interesting question I meant to ask you all these months and never dared. Are you ever nervous? Were you ever nervous?
You did ask me that.
Did I? What was your answer?
Every day you ask me that. I'm so nervous. Aren't you nervous? No, the second week, I'm not nervous of this. But when we got up at Carnegie Hall, I was shaking.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
And that was late in the shoot. And when I had to, you know, at the end, when I... nervous about that.
Well, that's not easy.
No, I get nervous. I get nervous on chat shows. Chat shows are hard.
Oh, stop
You're
it.
a genius. I don't know how you do it. You put the most uptight people relaxed, but it is very tough.
But you are all relaxed. You're nice.
I'm really uptight still.
You haven't moved. I know.
But the thing is, but you can sort of relate to it, I guess, people's reaction to you, because when you were starting out, you must have had the reaction to...
I did. I had... The first famous person I knew was Al Pacino. I didn't work with him, but he came over to the house for dinner. He was a friend of my boyfriend, and I was cooking... Why? I cooked spaghetti. I cooked homemade spaghetti sauce, and somebody had told me once to put a carrot in the sauce. Oh, it was awful. And I just remember stirring it, and for some reason my lip going like this. I wasn't saying anything, it was just going... I was so nervous because he was so famous, but, you know, people
You
are
should have
people.
just gone to Tesco Metro.
Yes! Did he about the carrot?
No.
Oh, okay,
no.
okay.
No, I just knew it wasn't any good.
And it is that thing that every time we see Meryl Streep in a film, you know, it becomes kind of ridiculous, but you are brilliant in them all. Have you got performances that you watch back or remember where you kind of think, oh, actually, I was a bit pants in that, or...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, come on!
Oh, my God!
Let's guess! No, that's bad.
No, you won't guess.
That's a bad game.
You won't guess. No, I know, that's a bad game. But you won't guess, because I've just collected a lot of awards for that film, but no.
Oh, really? So it's one of your big successes, and you think...
Well, I wouldn't say it was successful. It was venerated. Yeah.
Ooh, I'll get it out of him.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you. It was The French Tennis Woman.
Yeah.
I really thought... But part of it was in the... I'm giving myself an out. But part of it was the structure of it was sort of artificial, because it was I was the actress playing the French Tennis Woman.
Yeah.
At the same time, I was an American actress playing the British woman. And I hear it now. I was young and new at this, and I just didn't... I wasn't as pleased as I could. I didn't feel like I was living it. I didn't feel I imbued the angel of inspiration with the whatever it was. That's a line from the movie. But yeah, we always feel, you always want to do something better after the fact, but you know.
But there must be ones also you kind of think, nailed it. This you nailed. You both do, honestly.
We were happy with
terrific in it. We must talk about Alfie, because Alfie was obviously a very important film for you.
That was a very important film.
Yeah. When you watch it, it's such a British film, and yet it was a success globally, wasn't it?
Yeah, everywhere. Everywhere except France. It was a success. It was a success. And I had a best friend who was a Frenchman. And I said to him, I said, Alfie was a success all over the world. I said, I was nominated for an Academy Award. I said, and it was a disaster in France. I said, why that? He said, well, we couldn't believe an Englishman could make love to 10 women. I said, there were 11. And 2 of them were French.
Yeah, twisting the knife. And talking of hit movies, Shawshank Redemption, obviously, you know,
great movie.
one of your most... Yes, everyone loves that movie. And that's one of those movies, anyone puts their, you know, best films of all time list together, it's always on.
Yeah, it's always on there.
It's always on there. And yet, that film has never been a
tanked
hit.
at the box office. And the reason for that is, of course, is that the only real marketing movies get, I think, is word of mouth. You can promote it all you want, but if the first few audiences go there and come back and can't say, I really saw this great film, then you're not going to go very far. So people went to see the Shawshank Redemption, and then they came back, oh, man, I saw this really terrific movie. It's called the... Shank Sham. Shim Shark. One lady saw me in the elevator one time. She said, oh, I saw you in the Hudsucker Reduction. So if you can't get word across, then it just doesn't do well.
Yeah,
you know, you can't say it.
That's why Alfie did well.
Boom, we got it. And is that the film that turned you into sort of Mr. Narration?
Yeah, that was it.
Because it's so special, that narration. And now, we have got a little kind of Shawshank mashup. So would you mind lending your voice to it? I go on.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I must admit I didn't think much of Graham Norton first time I laid eyes on him. Looked like a stiff breeze could blow him over. That was my first impression of the man. I could see why some people took him for annoying. He had a walk and a talk that just wasn't normal around here. And boy, did he drink. He drank like a man without a care or worry in the world. I hope to finish this talk show one day. I hope Michael stops talking for just 1 second. I hope people stop asking me to do stupid voiceovers like this. I hope.
Oh, very good. Robert Freeman. Very good. Thank you very much for doing that. Sally, a very special year. 25 years since Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah. And it was only when you were coming on the show I was reading about it. I didn't realise that they filmed that film in a way that they don't normally film films. They did more cameras.
Well, I know we shot it differently because
we, you know, like most films, we shot very few pages per day, certainly those days. And we would shoot exactly the scene that was written first up, do the text pretty much, and take one, take two, maybe take three, but probably not. And after that, the rest of the day was for Robin to do whatever he could think of. And he just did. And so we would film it. And it was insane, and it was a lot of fun because I was trying to keep up with him and play the straight man, you know, and he would say, well, how, you know, bizarre things about if I crawl in the window this time, and, you know, and, okay, sure, then let's try that. Ultimately, the film that people have seen is take 1, 2, and 3. Oh. And that's it. But, you know, they had promised Robin that he got to really play around with it, and maybe something would come out of it, but...
Yeah. Well, just remind ourselves of you and what you did in that film, your reactions. This is the reaction that just at the end when you discover that Mrs. Doubtfire is in fact your husband. This is genius.
Yeah, honey. It's me. Happy birthday.
Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! The whole time you were... The whole time!
I'm sorry, Miranda, please.
Don't talk to me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! I have to go. We have to leave now. I have to leave. We have to leave now. I have to go. Go.
Sorry to say that. Brilliant.
Actually, there is only two lines in that scene. That it's basically the whole time. She says, oh my God, the whole time I have to go. That's all there was. It was just, came out of it. We shot that at the very end of the whole film. It was like the last 2 days of shooting. And I think it was just came out of the insanity of the whole thing. And it just happened.
Oh, the people coming up to you now, like, because apparently Americans are very, well, you know, they're not shy Americans.
No. But I don't go anywhere, really, where they can get at me. It's usually in museums and art galleries and things, so that limits things. I keep away from there, and Harrods I don't go near.
So are you, in a way, sort of glad that Downton's over?
Oh, yeah. No, I really am. No, because, honestly, she was about... By the time we finished, she must have been 110. So I couldn't go on and on and on. I couldn't. It just didn't make sense.
I know, Alex, I know you're a big Downton fan.
I am. I shout at it a lot.
You haven't seen it?
I do, yeah, we watch it, and we shout at it, because I'm not in it.
Have you ever watched Downton? No.
I've got the box set. So I should watch that.
Now, we hear, and I don't know, because you run in rich circles, exotic circles. Have we had a good authority that the actual Queen watches Downton Abbey? Because we hear that she's a fan.
You're not supposed to talk about what...
OK.
The Queen. No. I was told that she did, but then I have been told by another gentleman who works in those establishments that she likes Midsummer Murder.
Who does?
OK, it's OK. I didn't take it badly.
And of course, Alan Bennett isn't the first real person you played, because you played Prince Charles.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I did. And one of the reviews said, why have they cast somebody who looks like George Bush, who I've also played.
But you know Prince Charles, don't you?
Well, I wouldn't say I know him. I mean, he's the patron of an actors' charity that I'm kind of involved in.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You're in love with him. Look at you. That's the funniest thing anyone's ever said.
Give me an OBE. Yes, he hasn't seen The Queen, I know.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean The Queen, the film.
The Queen. She's seen his
but his wife has. She
like it?
She did like it. Yeah. She asked me. She said, "What was it like playing my husband?"
Oh.
What a terrible flirt.
Yeah, she was. She was quite twinkly.
Very nice.
She's very good news.
She's
I think.
really very, very good.
And actually, talking about it, clearly, you are Dame Maggie Smith. We know that. But
I'm not that when I'm working.
Oh, so on a poster it will just say.
No, it just says, yeah, because you don't use it professionally.
Okay, but
unless you're, who is it? Sir King Bensley.
Yeah.
And in the end of the movie, Alleluia, we hear the hymn, Alleluia, and you're in the choir.
Well, choir, I suppose so, yes.
You are in it.
Group of people singing.
Yes.
I don't think I go so far as saying choir.
But you're no stranger to musical theatre. No, but I mean, one of your big hits in the West End was when you were Sally Bowles in Cabaret.
Yeah.
There you are.
That was a while ago.
Oh. Yeah. I know. Right. I think it was the West End premiere of that.
It was. It was. It was at the Palace Theatre. We had a most marvellous time.
No, it looks like you had a fabulous time.
It's like you can see I'm having a good time.
Well, you're having a better time here. That's some bottom.
Oh, yes. Yes, the trouble that we were at the Palace Theatre and the dressing room, my dressing room at the Palace Theatre, it was below ground with a bit of window at the top. You must know it, Greg.
Yeah.
With a bit of window at the top, so you hear everybody walking by. And I heard one person walking by very early on, and she said, I heard this woman saying, "Judi Dench in a musical? No one will go to see that, dear. No one." As you're making up.
Can I tell a little story about Judi?
Oh, please do.
Yeah, which you can cut out later. But the first time we met was backstage at a Royal Command performance. I think it was Hey Mr. Producer. It was 1998 or something. I'd just come to London. I was doing Oklahoma, and I was going to sing a song from Oklahoma, and you were singing Send in the Clowns. There was a number of different performers, and I will never forget this. I was so nervous. I'm in London, the Queen, the whole thing. Everyone's there. And as I came down the stairs, you were performing before me. As I came down the stairs, you were standing. The stage is right there. You were right next in the wing, and you were like this. You were going, "Why did I say yes? Why did I say yes? Why did I say yes?" And you were muttering and muttering. And I said, "Judi," you're like, "What?" I said, "You're amazing. I saw you at the dress rehearsal. You were the best thing here." And she goes, "Really?" I said, "You're an incredible singer." She goes, "Oh, shut up. I can't sing. What did I think?"
That's a great story.
Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Whoopi Goldberg, your first big film role, your first Oscar nomination, Colour Purple.
Yes.
Now, the audition for that, for Steven Spielberg, did you do, like, a whole show for him?
Yeah, I'd been doing my show in New York, and when we were just about finished, my manager said, Steven Spielberg can't make it to the show in New York. He'd like you to come to L.A. and do your show at Amblin Studios, which is his studio. And I was like, what? They said he wants you to come. I said, but why? I said, because he wants to see the show. I said, oh, okay. Because I thought they were kidding. And so when I got to Los Angeles and got to the studio, I thought, oh, maybe this is real. And so I go in. His secretary comes and he comes and gets me, and all I can think of is, oh,
Wait, there's like no other people there? I mean, how many?
No, it's just...
There wasn't like a sound stage and like all of Amblin
No,
and
they took me
friends.
right into his office.
He's sitting there.
He's sitting there and he's smiling at me. And he said, I want to see your show.
Come on.
But I swear to God.
Come on.
So this is what happened. So I did the show and he laughed a lot. He liked it. And then he said more. And I'd been instructed not to do any more than the show.
So what happened?
Well, I had one more piece called Bleetee, B-L-E-E-T-E-E, about what would happen if E.T. landed in Oakland. Now, Oakland, California, at the time was a very, it was a rough area. Phones didn't work, so it was a whole thing. So Bleetee lands, he meets these two kids, they take him to the projects. He wants to phone home, no phones work on the side. And he then falls in with some guys who are running prostitutes, and he gets a jerry curl. I don't know if you remember, jerry curls were, black folks had this thing where we would put the stuff in our hair and it made it look wet and drippy. And he had then a powder blue suit and he was running horse. And when his people came to get him, he shot him up. He killed him because he didn't. he didn't recognize his people. And the whole point of doing Bleetee was to remind people that it's okay to assimilate, but you can never forget who you are. So he's on the floor, and I'm thinking, this can't be good. And then he said, I want to talk to you. I want you to play Celia in The Color Purple. And I said, come on, man, what? And he said, yeah. And I burst into tears, and I said, I think I could really suck at this. And he said, have you sucked before? Said, I gotta tell you, yeah. He said, well, then this one won't bother you. And that's how I got to make that movie.
Wow, and I'll be glad.
Yes.